Do a follow-up video on the food video, and I want y'all to know that you don't eat in 5D. You don't have to eat, but you can eat. But if you do eat, you're going to produce it yourself, and so there won't be any waste products. So there won't be any pee or poop. There won't be any throwing up. Won't be any aspirating, none of that kind of stuff. There won't be any sniffles, no colds, none of that stuff. But for those of you that are concerned about that, I just wanted to go over some things. This will happen gradually. And I know that you think because you're taught that you have to have food, that's going to be very difficult to let go of. But really, whenever you think about it, you eat food without putting much time or energy into it. It's kind of like breathing. You just do it naturally. There's just not as much energy attached to it as you would think. There really isn't. So what basically will happen is as you raise your vibrations and you go to eat something, it won't taste right anymore. It won't taste good. So the higher in vibrations you go, foods that are really, really not good for you, you won't want to eat. You won't have to take them away from yourself. It will be a natural, the things will just not taste good anymore. And I've done this myself. I didn't have to say, okay, I'm never going to eat this or I can't have this anymore. I did that with certain things like anything with processed sugar. I did that a long time ago and got rid of it. But after that, then it just became the healthier I became in the higher vibrations that I was in, then the stuff just didn't taste good. So things that were in a can, I could taste the metal of the can. Things that had processed chemicals in them, I started to be able to taste the chemicals and I couldn't taste the food anymore. So I just didn't want them anymore. So you really don't need to spend a lot of time worrying about getting rid of food. Just don't worry about it. As you are happier and happier, and as your vibration raises, the food that does not match you at the time, you won't want it. You really won't want it. You'll have to get used to things like especially if you know this information. So let's say that you really like hamburgers from McDonald's. Well, what will happen as you raise is you'll go in and you'll get a hamburger from McDonald's and you'll bite into it and it just won't taste good anymore. It won't taste like a hamburger. And so you just won't go back to McDonald's anymore. And if you really like your hamburger, what you'll do is you'll go to the grocery store and you'll buy hamburger meat, regular hamburger meat. You'll go home and you'll make yourself a hamburger. And let's say you continue to be happier and happier, your vibration raises, and then all of a sudden you'll take a bite into your own hamburger that you've made and it won't taste right. So you'll go back to the store and you'll buy that organic, no antibiotics, um, free range, really good hamburger meat from the grocery store. You'll buy that hamburger and you'll eat the hamburger, and then one day you're being happier and happier, your vibration raises, you'll bite into that hamburger, and that hamburger won't taste good again. So the next thing you'll do is you'll go and you'll find some local farmer. You'll be able to see how the farmer raises their animals and how much love they're given, and what the environment looks like, and you'll buy hamburger from them and you'll eat your hamburger and it'll taste good again. And it's like that. It gradually, your taste will change and you won't want the food. As this continues to happen, things just start dropping off of the list of food that you like. And you don't have to think about it. You don't have to worry about it at all. It will just naturally happen. What I'm saying to some people, if you'd like to speed this along, you can start incorporating things like the pranic breathing and the sun gazing, and that will make you less hungry because your body will have the energy that it is looking for. And ultimately, that's what the food is there for. The food is there to go into your system. You break it down. It provides energy for the cells to do day-to-day living. Okay, so if you want to speed further along, what you can do is you can do the sun gazing and the pranic breathing, and that will make you feel less hungry And if you follow what your body needs, you won't eat as much. And that's the way part of that process goes. But as a whole, of all the things that we have to do to get to 5D, really the food thing will be the least difficult of them all. In the first place, you're not going to lose it unless you want it. By the time you get there to that point, you will know how to create the perfect hamburger that will go into your system, that will not produce waste, that will be wonderful tasting, and it will be perfect for your body in that moment in time. Okay? Hopefully that helps the concern that people have about not being able to eat. Alrighty then? Okay, guys, I'll talk to you later. Love you so much. Bye bye now.